Hello, everybody. I am Drama Del Rosario, and we are here today at the Impact Theater in Los Angeles for the event of a lifetime, or, well, the 7th annual event of a lifetime, the Teen Impact Awards. We are just moments away from stepping inside the theater, but before we do, let's check out all the celebrities who are arriving at the red carpet.
It's such a privilege, to be part of something this size, which people just love wholeheartedly, and it's not an intellectual thing, it's a really instinctive, emotional connection people feel.
For the moment, I'm just trying to be present. I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm just gonna have a good night, just for fun.
The stars are out and they are serving us red carpet looks. Zendaya and Valentino, Halle Berry and Dolce & Gabbana, Chris Bombardier and Patagonia. These stars, they really are just like us. Oh, and we have Viola Davis right here. Hi, it's Academy Award winner Viola Davis. Hello. What do you think makes these teens so inspiring?
These kids are so much more confident than I was at that age, and bold and secure in who they are. I think that I'm at that point in my life, being 50 plus, and here are kids who are wanting to put that message out in the world.
Yes, I totally agree with you. Thank you so much, Viola. See you inside the theater. Oh, and it's Amanda Seyfried. Hi, Amanda. I'd love to interview you. What do you think makes these teens give such a strong impact to their community?
I think in order for the blood, sweat, and tears to come out, I think there has to be some serious, intense passion.
Yes, very, very intense passion. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you. Well, enough about these stars. Let's talk about the real celebrities for today, which are the teens that we will be honoring from all across the country. Everyone is working extra hard to make this night very, very special. So now, while the teens are awaiting their big moments and the presenters are getting ready to deliver their awards, let's take a quick look backstage. Take it away, Avra.
Thanks, Drama. Hi, everyone. I'm Avra, and I am here to take you backstage behind the scenes of tonight's special event. Now, tonight's program is huge because everyone in the community is vying for that coveted EGOT status. That's right, excellent, generous, outstanding teen. And everyone that's here tonight is here because they are the real deal. With me is the very special host of tonight's show, Mr. Patrick James Lynch. Now, Patrick, can you tell us what you're most looking forward to about tonight's event?
Well, first, hi, Avra. Hi, everybody. Look, it's the 7th Annual Teen Impact Awards, which is a crazy thing to say, and means that we've honored over 400 community members for making a difference in their homes, schools, and communities. And Avra, tonight we're going to add several dozen more young honorees to the list as we celebrate their impact across the various categories presented here tonight.
Patrick, that's amazing, but I couldn't help but notice you're still in your pajamas.
I thought this was a Zoom thing.
Patrick, the world is opening up, and it has been for months now.
So people won't be watching from Zoom this year.
Oh, no, they still will.
Oh.
But they will be able to see our full bodies.
Oh.
Oh, what was that, Drama? Copy. Thank you. Patrick, it seems there are only a few more minutes before tonight's show begins. Do you have any final words you want to share before you head on out there?
Oh, thanks. Last year we introduced the Adam Lynch Memorial Scholarship in honor of my late brother. And then later in tonight's show, Amy Board, my co-host on the Bloodstream podcast and colleague at Believe Limited, will join me to present the recipients of the scholarship for this year.
Ooh, can't wait.
I know, that's going to be exciting. And thank you, NHF, for the partnership on that. And then lastly, Avra, this is the first time the Teen Impact Awards has been produced as a bilingual show, hopefully meaning we're making an impact on even more people this year.
Well, Patrick, the audience reviews are in, and they are raving.
All right, good start.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Patrick, that's your...
I know, I got it. Pants and a show. Gotta go. Bye, Hops.
Right. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Coming to you live, sort of, from the Impact Theater in Los Angeles, California. Welcome to the 7th Annual Teen Impact Awards. Please welcome your host, Patrick James Lynch.
Wow! Wow, thank you! My goodness! Thank you all! What a reaction! Oh my, thank you, thank you, thank you. Brad, stop it. Oh my goodness gracious, Dolly. Only love to you, darling, only love. Thank you all so much. Please, please, stop it, stop it. No, seriously though, you gotta save some of it for the teens. Oh wow, good listening, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight, and thank you all for joining us live at the Impact Theater in Los Angeles, California, where we have a room full of celebrities and entertainers who cannot wait to celebrate the young people we're honoring here tonight. Isn't that right, everyone? Meryl, are you ready to take a back seat for once? So many good, wholesome nominees tonight. No bad guys. And now, to kick off honoring the stars of tonight's show, please join me in welcoming NHF's Nicole Scappi and Teen Impact Award alumnus Miranda Salas, who will present the first category of the evening, Service and Volunteerism.
Hey, Miranda!
Hey, Nicole!
Dare I ask, who are you wearing tonight?
Well, I'm not wearing sweatpants for the first time in months, so I'm basically wearing Fendi.
Last year, you received a Teen Impact Award for volunteering to make COVID-19 face masks for your community. A small act of volunteerism that goes a very long way.
Well, I grew up in Costa Rica, so I know what it's like not to always have the resources that you need. Por eso creo que ser voluntario en nuestras comunidades es muy importante para mí y así ayudar de nuestra manera simple a otros. Y ahora que la pandemia está terminando, finalmente puedo ir a visitar a mi familia en Costa Rica.
Hey, Miranda. Can't wait for you to get to go again. Until then, have you been up to anything new stateside?
Well, yes, I joined my robotics high school club where I'm currently the lead programmer, and I became the student mentor lead for Million Woman Mentors of South Carolina, helping girls to stay positive in STEM. I also got accepted into the Harvard Secondary Summer School, and I'm doing 2 summer internships at the University of South Carolina doing physics research.
Miranda, is there anything you don't do? You crushed it during quarantine. Exactly what I would expect from a TIA alum.
Oh, shucks. Thanks, Nicole. What about you?
Luckily, the pandemic didn't stop us both from doing what we love. I recently got to collaborate on writing a children's book for kids with ultra-rare bleeding disorders called Super 7, and I'm very proud of this book as it is a resource for all of those with ultra-rare bleeding disorders and a resource for those to use to teach others about ultra-rare bleeding disorders.
And the pandemic didn't stop these selfless teens from serving others either. They took any chance they could to ensure the health, safety, and happiness of others, even at the expense of their own. Here are the honorees for service and volunteerism.
My name is Abigail Barco. I'm 18 years old. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm an unaffected sibling. I have 2 younger siblings. Their names are Emily and AJ, and they both have factor 1 deficiency. When COVID first started, I was making masks for the nurses where they get their infusions, and then when certain holidays would come around, I normally go in and assist the nurses if they needed help with setting up or getting little gift bags ready. I think younger people should learn about bleeding disorders more in depth so they can learn about the research and be able to support people if they find out about a bleeding disorder.
From Franklin, Virginia, Anthony Bunn. Whether it's on his high school robotics team, in theater, or on his school scholastic bowl team, you can be sure that Anthony Bunn is giving it his all. Where he really excels is in the Scouts, where he has helped in multiple service projects to include a USDA food delivery for senior citizens, roadside cleanup, and multiple other community events. He doesn't stop there, however, also finding time to help out around the house, lending his father a hand on construction projects and helping to sort and mix medicine for himself and his dad. All this on top of having a part-time job. What an impact you're making, Anthony. From Gaffney, South Carolina, Logan Cobb. Logan didn't let his bleeding disorder hold him back from helping others. While working hard to accelerate his grades in school and help others in church, he was given the opportunity to travel to Guatemala to build homes for the less fortunate. He hopes to further help others with his chosen career path in cybersecurity and gaming. Excellent work, Logan.
I'm Trevor Delaney from Carlisle, Massachusetts. I have severe hemophilia A. So just recently I wrote an article for the NEHA newsletter. I used to have to receive infusion through a portacath in my chest, but in 6th grade I had to start self-infusion. And it was a very big change in my life. You know, change can be a scary thing. In the end, I was happy because it was really just a positive change that allowed me to become more independent and infuse on my own terms and overcome this milestone in my life towards independence and eventually living on my own and just having the control.
From Bacola, Oklahoma, Wesley Grizzle. Service must be Wesley's middle name because there's nothing this teen wouldn't do to help others. Starting from an early age at camp, he began helping out in the bleeding disorders community, as well as his community at large, by packing meals for the needy, helping out around church, visiting veterans at the VA center, assisting the local wildlife refuge, as well as assisting his chapter during their teen retreat and other community events. Way to serve as an important role model, Wesley. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Francesca Irveline. Francesca truly has the volunteer spirit. Between volunteering at her church, local food bank Trash and Treasure, and the local Italian Day picnic, she also found time to foster a foreign exchange student and do weekly chores for her 90-year-old grandmother. In addition to all this, she also finds time to mentor 4th grade girls softball. Way to be a team player, Francesca. From Guilford, New Hampshire, Preston Kennel. In the NEHA community, Preston is known as a fundraising all-star. As a Unite for Bleeding Disorders walk team manager, Preston has helped his team raise over $10,000 for the NEHA community. At a local pumpkin festival in New Hampshire, Preston and his sister sell pumpkin hats to raise awareness for hemophilia for the NEHA chapter. He doesn't stop his awareness building there. Last summer, in partnership with his father's dental practice, Preston created a display for the children's dentistry of the Lakes region in New Hampshire, educating people about bleeding disorders. Incredible work, Preston.
Hello, my name is Trevor Mesterly. I'm 18 years old. I have severe hemophilia A, and I live in San Diego, California. I'm a junior board member for the San Diego Hemophilia Association's chapter. I sit in on the board meetings. I do an article in the newsletter called Bloodlines. I also do Ledge Day with the California Council, where I go up and talk to legislators. I'm also a junior camp counselor, but now that I'm 18, I can be a full camp counselor. I've helped other kids who are younger infuse for the first time. It just helps to make the community stronger.
Hi, my name is Porus Pavri. I'm 16 years old and I live in Allendale, New Jersey. And I have severe hemophilia A with inhibitors. Ever since I was really young, I wanted to help people who were like me, but I never really knew how, until me and my sister Farah started the Allendale Sports Hemophilia Walk 2 years ago. We raised over $11,500. This year, we hosted a virtual movie night featuring the movie Bombardier Blood. Also, I am a senior scout leader in my local Boy Scout troop and help organize charity events. Getting involved with the community will help you establish bonds with people who understand what you're going through. So it'll overall benefit you in the long run.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Pethe. I'm 17 from Metairie, Louisiana, and I have hemophilia A severe. Last year, I helped with technical support for the LHF virtual camp, and this year, I made a demo for the virtual camp using a platform called Gather, and it's basically an alternative to Zoom that's similar to a video game where you have little characters that represent yourself. So I presented this demo to the LHF board, and they really liked it. We're going to be the next generation that's going to be in charge of things and running things, so it's nice to get more of an idea of how the community works. It's also good to help others that are going through the same struggles that you're going through, mainly pertaining to bleeding disorders now.
Desde Vega Baja, Puerto Rico, Angelimar Resto Sierra. A Angelimar le encanta ayudar y dar lo mejor de sí misma para los demás. Su desempeño nos demuestra que es una joven solidaria. En su escuela, fue vicepresidenta de su clase graduanda y es líder en actividades escolares. Ha tenido exposición en los medios de comunicación, anunciando actividades en los noticieros, periódicos e internet. Ama comunicarse con los demás y expresar sus sentimientos. Excelente trabajo, Angelimar.
Pues mi nombre es Alani Rivera, yo tengo 15 años, yo vivo en Puerto Rico y mi hermano es paciente de hemofilia. Algo que las personas no suelen saber de nosotros los puertorriqueños es que somos muy resilientes. Siempre tratamos de cada adversidad ponernos al frente y ver el lado positivo. Pues yo soy voluntaria en la Asociación Puertorriqueña de Hemofilia. Siempre trato de dar mi mano en todo lo que puedo, de verdad, en hacer una sonrisa en las caras de las personas. Eso de verdad que vale muchísimo. También soy voluntaria en mi clase, en la directiva, soy la secretaria. voluntaria y siempre hacemos actividades, siempre tratamos de dar lo mejor y tomamos decisiones que beneficien a la clase entera. Al recibir este premio me siento muy bendecida y me siento con muchísima suerte, ya que esto ha hecho que yo crea en mí aún más, porque no hay límite hacia lo que tú puedes llegar a lograr. Y pienso que eso es muy valioso cuando alguien se da cuenta de tu esfuerzo y todo lo que tú haces.
From Clinton, South Carolina, Elizabeth Sneed. Having grown up with bleeding disorders in her family, Elizabeth has been part of and giving back to this community since she was a child. As an active member of her chapter, she has participated in every walk and teen program and is known to never say no when asked to pitch in. She hopes to continue her love of helping others by pursuing a career in nursing. Way to go, Elizabeth. From Wellsville, Ohio, Delise Spahn. No stranger to winning awards, Delise has been active in her community for years and is already a 2-time winner of the Martin Luther King Jr. Youth Making a Difference Award. Delise has her sights set on becoming a trauma surgeon one day, and while working part-time and taking a full load of college courses while in high school, she still finds time to volunteer around the community. Bravo, Delise!
I am Parker Wiggins. I am 18 years old from Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I have von Willebrand's disease. When I was young, I was diagnosed with a latex allergy. It was a deadly allergy that I had. Right after freshman year of high school, I was no longer allergic to the allergy. Then a couple months later, they found out that I have a bleeding disorder. But I've learned that I'm kind of tired of living in the fear. The latex allergy was so fearful. After I found out, I took up archery. I'm just not going to live in that fear anymore. For church on Sundays, I like to work with techs. I also play electric guitar for the youth group, and I do play tuba. Well, no matter how small you think that your work or whatever you're volunteering is, it's always going to be bigger than you could ever imagine.
Hi, my name is Steven. I am 14 years old. I'm from New York. My bleeding disorder is factor 11 deficiency. It's important for young people to help other people and get involved in the community to make a change. So I help students and anything they need. They have any technical problems, I could tell them what to do. Well, since I was a little kid, I always help around like my family with anything they need. What I would do now is anyone need help, I would help them out. If you want to help someone, just never give up.
Wow, it's true. You really don't even have to leave your house to make a difference. Amazing things can happen right from home. In fact, my daughter Vivian was born right at home just a few months ago. Thank you. Now, in fairness, she hasn't won a Teen Impact Award yet. Give her about 14 years, though. I like this energy we've got going on, this quickness. It's the kind of quickness you might say belongs on a basketball court or in a marching band. And now to present the honorees in arts and athletics, please welcome to the virtual stage 2020 TIA alum Sweeta Rajaram and NFL Super Bowl champ himself, Josh Gordy.
Hi Josh, how are you?
Hey, Sweet, I'm doing good. But I'll be honest, I'm a little bit hungry. It's a shame they don't feed us at these award shows. You know, I don't know anyone who's ever scored a touchdown or anything of substance on an empty stomach.
Right? And I don't know anyone who steps on the dance floor without grabbing some point beforehand.
Great point. But you know what? As long as my voice can project as loud as my stomach's growling right now, you know, I think we'll be cool. So you think it's cool if we keep going?
You got it. Hope you can project as well as you can throw a football, though.
We didn't go that far, you know. Plus, I played defense. We were QB haters on the dark side, on the defensive side. But hey, this next group of honorees know that whether it's for their sport or their craft, healthy habits are the key to making an impact.
As a swimmer myself and an Indian classical dancer, I know just how difficult it can be to stay active and creative while you stay at home. These teens may have had to temporarily wear their ballet shoes in their bedrooms or trade the basketball courts for their backyards, but that didn't stop them from making an impact. Here are the honorees for the arts and athletics.
Desde Caguas, Puerto Rico, Ariana García Trinidad. Desde pequeña, Ariana mostró un interés particular por las artes. Participó de varias exposiciones de dibujo y una de sus obras fue expuesta en el aeropuerto de Miami, Florida. Baila ballet y ha participado en varias presentaciones como El Mago de Oz y Las Malvadas de Disney. Académicamente siempre ha sido un estudiante de excelencia. Pertenece al cuadro de honor y ha recibido medalla del Senado de Puerto Rico y la medalla del Honorable Connie Varela. Eres una estrella, Ariana.
My name is Marcus Johnson. I'm 18 years old. I was born with hemophilia A, and I live in Fort Mill, South Carolina. I was the captain of my basketball team this year, my senior season. I led my team through difficult games and through very tough parts of the season dealing with Corona. I was one of the oldest guys on my team, so just keeping them motivated and high energy in practices and always lead to the games. My thing I'd like to say to younger people is that you're the only one who knows your body. People might tell you this or tell you that, but you control what you do. You know what you can and cannot do physically, and give yourself time. It's not going to be the end of the world, but you know your body and you know what you can handle.
Hey, my name is Luke Kim. I'm 17 years old. I live in La Cañada, California, and I have two older siblings with rare bleeding disorders. I am an editor-in-chief of an online news outlet called The Outspoken Opa. We teens really actually try and voice our opinions to these state senators, and these young people have really a strong voice, and if we come together as a strong community, we can really make an impact. I think that it's really important for the siblings to really get involved, is because I think that the more people who are involved and aware, the stronger the community will be altogether.
Hi, I'm Lucia Layden. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Philadelphia, and I have the Delta Granule Storage Pool Deficiency. So I play both softball and volleyball, and I umpire for younger girls to kind of demonstrate that even though I do have a bleeding disorder, it's still something that you shouldn't let define or limit you. That's something that is important to you that you can continue to do despite having something that might limit you. I think that sports are a great opportunity to meet new people, to make new friends, to be passionate about something, and I think that it truly is important despite the nerves and despite the anxiousness that somebody might feel when first starting, to continue to push through that and have something that you really look forward to and enjoy as I have.
From Orland Park, Illinois, Angel Lopez. Angel stands up for what she believes in and uses her voice to promote equality and justice. She is passionate about women's rights and pushes for change within the sports industry. She recently advocated for more units to be dedicated to female athletes in her sports literature class. Angel also has a passion for music and hopes to bring more female representation to the tech side of the music industry. Excellent work, Angel.
Hi, my name is Bailey Martinez, and I am 14 years old. I live in Hemophilia, California, in the high desert, and I have hemophilia A severe. I love soccer very much because it's just another way to prove that bleeding disorders can't stop you from doing activities. I joined in the Hemophilia Council. We advocate for health insurance, so we talk to legislators for those health insurance to lower them down. We need our medication to keep our protection and live normal lives as everyone else. Bleeding disorder kids should always have the opportunity to be able to do these kinds of activities, and so they could keep moving forward and keep improving on what activities they could do.
From Lee's Summit, Missouri, Hunter McMullen. Hunter is a natural helper. As his father recovered from surgery, without hesitation, Hunter stepped in to provide support for his family. Hunter's service extends beyond his family and into his community, where he volunteers with his church's food pantry. He is passionate about the arts and enjoys drawing, playing violin, and guitar. Way to go, Hunter.
I'm Isaac Ronte. I'm 17 and a half years old. I am in Columbus, Ohio, and I have hemophilia A. So I've been dancing since I was 7 years old. So my parents actually professionally danced, and I started when I was 7, and I danced in my first Nutcracker 2 weeks after my first class. The arts is a great way of expressing yourself, because I remember just as a younger boy doing ballet, it's hard because there's not many of us. In the end, it's rewarding when you have a bleeding disorder and you finally get to a higher level. So when you're younger, I think that's the time where you have to learn really how to deal with it, when to push, when to take breaks. I think when you're young is the best time to go for it.
I'm Emma Rudell. I'm 18 and I'm calling in from Cheyenne, Wyoming, and I have von Willebrand's disease, severe type 1. So I am mainly in speech and debate, and I do more of the speech side, so that is almost acting. So if you can think of theater, it's basically theater acting. I really like to talk about mental health, so I've done a lot of poetry events around bipolar disorder and other types of depression, especially us with disabilities that aren't very, visual, for us to talk about these very, very important topics. No matter what you say, it'll do something to impact the other person's life.
From Monroe Township, New Jersey, Vin Tron. Vin is a driven runner, dedicated student, and committed advocate. Living with severe hemophilia A was not easy, but Vin was determined to understand and manage his bleeding disorder so he could pursue the activity he loved, running. Today, Vin has been running cross country since the 7th grade and is an example to others that you can achieve your goals despite obstacles. He recently helped raise money for NHF as the youngest red tie runner for the New York City Half Marathon. Vin is also an exceptional student, a young entrepreneur, and continues to be a committed advocate within the hemophilia community by participating in Washington Days. Keep up the awesome work, Vin.
Mi nombre es Yanira Vázquez David, tengo 16 años, estoy ubicada en Santa Isabel, Puerto Rico. Mi conexión con los trastornos de sangrado es yo soy una paciente de deficiencia de factor 5 severo en la sangre. El arte y el atletismo en mi vida me ha tocado mucho. Yo he hecho voleibol, ahora mismo estoy con la música, estoy tocando guitarra, bailo salsa y también he estado en natación y he desarrollado nuevas. Algo que la gente no sabe o reconozca de los puertorriqueños es que el género de la salsa, el género más conocido, más importante aquí en Puerto Rico, que se baila y se canta mucho. Hay muchos músicos salseros de aquí de Puerto Rico.
Please welcome Save One Life Executive Director Chris Bombardier and TIA alum Patrick Mulligan.
Hey everyone! I can't wait to announce the honorees in Really? I'm not even winning an award.
Well, you should be, given all the tireless work Save One Life does to help people with bleeding disorders in developing countries.
Thanks, Patrick. When I saw firsthand the suffering of some of our blood brothers and sisters, I knew change had to be made, just as you've been doing.
Thank you, Chris. Between Hemophilia the Zoomsicle and speaking with representatives in Congress, I've had my hands pretty full. And believe me, I was nervous talking to people in Congress with the power to change the country. However, I was excited to perform with other teens like me, and I'm honored to help people with bleeding disorders finally have their voices heard. As for me, I've been interested in filmmaking and video editing, as something I'd like to pursue following high school. I was also an extra in Spider-Man Far From Home. Shout out Tom Holland for helping me get to where I am today. Special thanks to the Teen Impact Awards for giving me this opportunity to highlight the advocacy I've done in the past year.
Wow, Patrick, that's just amazing. And now, here are the honorees in the category of advocacy.
Hi, my name is Matthew. I'm 17 years old and I live in Los Angeles, California. I have moderate hemophilia A as well as a younger brother that also has moderate hemophilia A. So I have been attending Hemophilia Foundation of Southern California events for years. I was chosen to be in the prestigious Teen Leadership Summit, and with that we advocated locally right there in Pasadena. We advocated on a statewide level, and then we advocated nationally in Washington, D.C. I'm involved with the Hemophilia Council of California. I traveled to Sacramento and I spoke with my local representatives about bleeding disorder rights as well as access to healthcare. For anybody that's younger, like my little brother living with the bleeding disorder, don't be afraid to use your voice. But when you have a very strong community, it makes it much, much easier.
From Long Bottom, Ohio, Jenna Chadwell. As a young girl, Jenna always wanted to be an advocate for her younger brother who has severe hemophilia A. At the age of 6, she attended a skills weekend sponsored by the Children's Hospital so she could learn how to infuse. Jenna was later diagnosed with hemophilia herself, but this did not sway her desire to help. She continues her advocacy work by attending State House Days in Columbus, Ohio. Thanks, Jenna, for all the hard work you do.
Hi, so my name is Danielle Delgado. I am 13 years old. I live in Newtown, Connecticut. I have von Willebrand's disease, severe, actually type 1C, and so does my mother. So when I was 4 years old, I created a nonprofit organization known as Danielle's Little Wish, in which I bake, decorate, and deliver cakes at no cost to children living with severe illnesses and disabilities. I used to travel to states doing motivational speeches, teaching children that your illness does not define you. It really brings a smile not only to the children's faces, but to the parents. Each person, young, old, no matter what age, you harness a power within you so incredible. It's about just giving it a shot and really trying to become the best version of yourself, not only for yourself, but obviously for others.
From Cincinnati, Ohio, Joseph Feldkamp. Joseph's interest in civic involvement is sparked by his desire to create change through democracy within his community and beyond. He recently moderated a bipartisan political discussion panel with participants including Cincinnati Mayor John Cranley, Ohio Supreme Court Justice Pat DeWine, and the leader of the Ohio Republican Party, Alex Triantafilou. Joseph's desire to create change also extends beyond politics as he helps raise greater awareness about bleeding disorders after his sister Catherine was diagnosed with VWD. Way to be an advocate, Joseph.
Hi, my name is Naomi Monique Quiron. I'm 16 years old. I live in LA. My dad has hemophilia and I have hemophilia. When I was about 11 years old is when I got diagnosed with hemophilia. That's when my dad was telling me, okay, we need to go to a lot of the events. If I ever decide to have children one day, they might have it. I do a lot of volunteer work. I've been part of Breaking Through. I also went to camp and I've done Future Leaders for 3 years as well. Being part of this community is important so you can make friendships and talk to others about your story and their stories and kind of like connect with everybody.
Hi, I'm Eliana. I'm 17 years old and I'm in Humboldt County. My mom has hemophilia and I have an undiagnosed, unspecified bleeding disorder. So recently I did a Future Leaders workshop where I got to meet with legislators. We're able to bring together so many people. My mom, not only has she had to go through the struggle to get her medicine, but I've also gone through doctors who weren't hearing my needs. You know, everyone should get the health care that they need, and especially girls and women with bleeding disorders. It's important to break those barriers and make it known that it goes beyond that.
Hi, I'm Michaela Keith. I am 16 years old. I am from Columbia, South Carolina. My father actually has hemophilia and I'm a carrier. For advocacy, I've been working with Ms. Sue, who's our head director. Basically what we've been doing is like going to the State House and talking to like our representatives and like all our senators and everybody who's in there. And we have been doing like turkey trots. There's like a 5K to raise money and awareness for bleeding disorders. I think for senators getting to hear from a younger person, they can actually see that it's affecting a bigger population than what they actually think is going on in the community, so that when they go into voting, they can vote for the right bills to get passed so they can actually help us as a community to grow stronger and be able to have more resources. Don't take no as an answer. Be more involved and be kind of headstrong. So if somebody has an opportunity for you, go ahead and jump to that opportunity and just go for it.
Hi, I'm Elsa. I'm 14 and I live in Richmond, Virginia. My bleeding disorder is hemophilia A. In 6th grade, my science teacher came to me because she wanted me to teach the genetics lesson. The textbooks we were using at the time had information that was over 20 years old and said that girls couldn't have bleeding disorders. Most recently, I had the opportunity to organize a Wear Red event at my school. Young people in advocacy is really the frontier, and we have the ability to provide a unique lens on how it impacts us because of our age. Yes, be the one who brings up X issue, or be the one who speaks up for yourself or tells your story.
My name is Jackson Loving. I am 13 years old. I am from Batavia, Ohio, and I have hemophilia A factor 8. I attend Ohio State House days, and sometimes I attend Washington State days. I just talk to the senators and representatives about why hemophilia is important. I testified for House Bill 185, so March can be Bleeding Disorder Awareness Month. I think it's cool for them to talk to a 13-year-old about something like hemophilia, because we need to speak up for ourselves when others can't, so they can be heard.
From Chino Hills, California, Vijaya Verhana Prathigu Adupu. Vijaya enjoys advocating and learning about policies that impact the bleeding disorders community. He has participated in Washington Days and Future Leaders and lobbies for many policies like telehealth. Vijaya has also volunteered with the Red Cross as a blood donor ambassador and enjoys meeting new people within the bleeding disorders community to share his story and hopes that this inspires others to share their own. Wonderful work, Vijaya.
Now, how are you all doing? Are you ready to keep the show moving? Yeah, you know, I'd say these teens have been really moving thus far. Queen Bee, you feel me? And speaking of moving the world in the right direction, please join me in welcoming community member and social worker Alex Abreu-Borea for this special presentation and to lead us through the next category, leadership. Take it away, Alex.
Thank you, Patrick. Hello, everyone. ¿Cómo es? Nos vamos para Puerto Rico. Hola, mi gente, ¿qué es la que hay? Mi nombre es Alexandra Abreu y yo tengo el honor de presentar a la próxima persona. Es alguien a la que admiro mucho y mi colega. Su nombre es Anthony Llanes. Él es el director ejecutivo del capítulo de Puerto Rico de Hemophilia y otros trastornos de sangrado. Vamos contigo, Anthony.
Mi nombre es Anthony Llanes Rodríguez, soy paciente de hemofilia A severo y también soy director ejecutivo de la Asociación Puertorriqueña de Hemofilia y Condiciones de Sangrado, desde la Isla del Encanto, Puerto Rico. Somos una isla tropical llena de recursos naturales, playas y paisajes hermosos. Es necesario resaltar la calidez de la gente y los solidarios que somos. Somos un pueblo pequeño que a pesar de las circunstancias y de tener algún tipo de necesidad, siempre vamos a optar por ayudar a los demás. Somos una comunidad sumamente resiliente. En los pasados años nos ha tocado vivir una cantidad de fenómenos naturales como huracanes, terremotos y ahora en estos momentos la pandemia. Somos un pueblo pequeño, unido, que supera la adversidad a pesar de las circunstancias y siempre nos recuerda la importancia de la unión. Por lo que también puedo decir que la comunidad de trastornos sanguíneos en la isla es doblemente resiliente, porque sabemos lo difícil y lo complicado que es vivir día a día con un diagnóstico de trastorno sanguíneo en la familia y cómo esto afecta el núcleo familiar entero. Estos premios son de gran valor para la comunidad puertorriqueña y podemos anotar como un esfuerzo y una puerta más que se abre para el capítulo de Puerto Rico. Esto representa igualdad e inclusión para nuestros jóvenes puertorriqueños que son sumamente resilientes y les ha tocado manejar muchísimas situaciones en los pasados años, pero tienen mucho talento, tienen mucho potencial y qué honor que se les pueda resaltar y se les pueda valorar por todo lo que han hecho. Para estar conectados y aprender más de nosotros, del capítulo de Puerto Rico, pienso que estamos en el mejor momento del mundo en esta era virtual y digital, así que nos pueden seguir en las redes sociales para que estén al tanto de todo el contenido y la programación que día a día preparamos para nuestros pacientes, nuestros jóvenes, nuestros familiares, siempre supliendo las necesidades particulares de nuestra población. Muchas gracias a todos y todas por este reconocimiento, por validar nuestros esfuerzos. Sepan que toda la comunidad de trastornos sanguíneos en el mundo es bienvenida en nuestro pequeño paraíso.
Perdonen, ya yo literalmente estaba planificando para irme a la playa. Perdonen. Muchas gracias, Anthony, por esa introducción al capítulo de Puerto Rico. Yo estoy sumamente emocionada y orgullosa de los nuevos proyectos que se están liderando en nuestra comunidad de Puerto Rico. Y hablando de liderazgo, aquí están los recipientes de liderazgo.
From Shelby County, Tennessee, Sarah Batts. Sarah is a leader within her family and helps support her mother who has VWD. Sarah hopes to bring more awareness around bleeding disorders so that others, like her mother, can have knowledge and access to the care that they need. Thank you for all of your hard work, Sarah.
Hi, I'm Madison. I am 18 years old. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I have von Willebrand's type 1. I was the teen liaison for my chapter, the Lone Star Bleeding Disorder Foundation, but I spent my entire 2 years just forming the program and getting connected with teens, and I was able to help people get connected with their teen programming and kind of build our teen program from the ground up. I want to say thank you to my parents. It's kind of an emotional topic for us as a family, but they have been my support and my two greatest people who have just always been there for me and always been my backbone through all of this, and they've always supported me being in leadership positions and me being super involved in the community, and they have taken steps to get involved themselves. So thank you to Mom and Dad for always being there for me and always supporting me whatever I do.
I am Daniel Booten. I am 18. I am from North Andover, Massachusetts, and I have severe hemophilia A. I have been a camp counselor for about 2 years now. I have also, during the quarantine period, attended panels where I spoke with parents and children about how to cope with COVID-19 associated with a bleeding disorder, and another one where I talked with teens that are a little younger than me about what it's like to be more independent with your bleeding disorder. And in the past, I would go to Washington, D.C. to speak with senators and representatives about what it's like to live with hemophilia, as well as bills in legislature that would aid people with bleeding disorders. Doing the smallest actions can eventually build up to some of the things that I thought I'd never do, and then eventually the opportunities will just come to you, and it'll be really cool.
My name is Ella Casano. I'm 14 years old. I'm from Fairfield, Connecticut, and I have chronic autoimmune ITP. I have a nonprofit and invention called MediTeddy, which is a stuffed animal IV bag cover. The whole process of getting an IV infusion can be really intimidating for a patient. MediTeddy covers that bag of medicine to ensure that a patient just sees a friendly stuffed animal rather than that bag of blood or medication. I hope to inspire other kids to take what's not as fortunate for them, really turn it around and learn from it and use it to help other people.
My name is Nicolette Cloutier. I'm 17. I'm from Western Pennsylvania, and I have von Willebrand's disease type 1. So I'm one of the teen co-coordinators in my local hemophilia's teen group. I help coordinate events, and I write some of my articles in our monthly newsletters. Don't be afraid. I know when I started doing it, I was definitely worried, like, oh, there's someone better that can do it. I'm too young. I might not be able to commit 100% of my time. Don't be afraid of that, because a lot of times they're looking for people. They just want someone to step up. If you can be that someone, that's great.
Mi nombre es Valeria Colón, tengo 18 años de edad, vivo en Santa Isabel, Puerto Rico y soy hermana de un paciente de trastorno hemorrágico diagnosticado con hemofilia. El trabajo que hago en servicio a liderazgo y todo no es tan basado en una organización o una identidad en específico. Yo como persona siempre trato de estar ahí para los que me necesiten y siempre dar un poquito más allá de lo que me piden. El ser puertorriqueño hoy en día está descrito con muchos estereotipos y perjuicios, pero no todos son en realidad. Se puede decir que al venir de una pequeña isla y llena de tantos perjuicios, eso solamente nos da más razón para seguir creciendo, seguir dándonos a conocer y enseñarle a la gente en verdad los trabajadores que somos y hasta dónde podemos llegar. Y tener esta nacionalidad en verdad que nos llena de tanta diversidad, que es algo más que le podemos brindar al mundo y hacer que la isla se conozca por sus verdaderos colores.
Hi, my name is Alexa Cuevas. I live in Tenafly, New Jersey. My younger brother has a bleeding disorder, and both me and my mom are carriers. I help out the chapter a lot. I run a few summer camps myself too at my house. I help out at the chapter with the kids' activities, and I volunteer at anything they need help with, checking in, running the activities for the kids, anything really. And I absolutely adore working with children, so it's always something I really enjoy. Young people are the future of our world. We need great leaders to lead us into the future and make all the changes that we need to be done.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm 18 and I'm an unaffected sibling. So this year and the year before, NE has been trying to adapt a lot of their in-person programming to virtual programming, which can be pretty challenging. This year, I've been working specifically with the teen group to try and optimize the programming for the teens. We have the Be Leaders Teen Retreat. The biggest piece of advice I have for people seeking to become new leaders is that it's okay to be uncomfortable, but you have to be willing to overcome that and have a little bit of discomfort so you can reach the point where you feel comfortable and are able to really grow as a leader. But if there's one person who's really getting the vibe going, then it helps everybody along too and can have a domino effect.
My name is Natalie Marks. I am from Bloomington, Illinois. I am 18 and I have von Willebrand's disease type 1. As far as leadership goes and activities I've been involved in, I volunteer at the hospital and I take patients to and from their rooms, which I think is a great opportunity for anyone to partake in because you get to talk and converse with patients, and that's just a great thing to do. I am involved with my National Honor Society and Promise Council at my high school. I think that that is the best way to be involved in the community, to show leadership towards others, because they can follow in your footsteps and then they'll be involved in the community. It allows you to see different parts of your community that you probably wouldn't see if you weren't involved, and you just get to help people that are in need.
Mi nombre es Jorge Mojica, yo tengo 17 años, soy de Puerto Rico, Trujillo Alto específicamente, y mi hermano menor tiene hemofilia. Al mi hermano tener hemofilia, he estado en muchas situaciones en las que lo he visto a él sufrir porque como él es tan pequeño, él tiene tantas limitaciones por su condición, que lo he visto como él, como vamos al mismo colegio, he visto como todos los amigos de él hacen actividades físicas y él no ha podido, y cuando ha tratado en algunas ocasiones ha salido lesionado y ha resultado en algunas semanas en el hospital. Cuando se trata de liderazgo, yo consideraría que mi posición en APH, la Asociación Puertorriqueña de Hemofilia, ha sido mi mayor aportación en ese caso. Primero quiero agradecer a mi familia por apoyarme, porque yo dependo grandemente de ellos y ellos siempre están dispuestos a darme la mano.
Hi everyone, I'm Farah. I am 18 years old from Allendale, New Jersey, and I am a carrier and sibling of someone with hemophilia. As we know, the pandemic hit really hard. It hit a lot of families and businesses. So I partnered with the Allendale Circle of Support. They would donate gift cards to families and businesses who had been really struggling during the pandemic. We raised a lot of money, and I'm really thankful to my hometown for supporting me constantly. As part of me and my brother's Allendale Support's Hemophilia Walk, we hosted a movie night, which was really fun. We showed Bombardier Blood. It was amazing and everyone loved it. It's important for young people to get involved in their communities because we are the future. I was really nervous to become a leader myself and I wasn't sure because of my age if I could actually do it. But you know, if adults can become leaders, so can you.
From Chino Hills, California, Azrita Prathikua Dupu. Azrita is a leader within her school and community. Recognizing the growing need for mental health awareness, she promotes access and education and hopes to break the stigma that surrounds mental health. Azrita always leads with kindness and understanding and views obstacles as opportunities to pave your own path. Azrita has started her own school clubs and routinely volunteers at her library. Incredible work, Azrita.
Hi, my name is Hannah-Marie Tokiwa. I'm 16 and I live in Pearl City, Hawaii, and I have von Willebrand's disease. In the time where everyone's stuck inside all day due to COVID, my friends and I, we really wanted to create a club for other students in our school who have similar interests to ourselves. We created this club that we call Atlas. It stands for the Academy of Theater, Literature, and Arts Scholars. We also do community service projects within our school. The best advice I can give is to just put yourself out there. A lot of the times when I was first starting to talk to people who were older than me, was I was scared that they would look down on me just because of my age, but I found that they actually respect you more for talking and getting out of your shell. I would love to thank my chapter head, Ziggy Douglas. He passed away a few months ago, and I'd really love to thank him for really pushing me to get out of my shell.
My name is Gibson Wilkie. I'm 17 years old. I live in Tecumseh, Michigan, and I have severe hemophilia A. Hemophilia-wise, I participated in the getting in the game, and there was multiple events taking place at once where we got to play baseball, golf, or swimming. But I got to see many people all over the U.S. with bleeding disorders. I felt like a leader because I was one of the oldest people there, so it was nice to help younger kids feel confident even though they have a bleeding disorder. I also participated in many clubs in school, like Students Against Destructive Decisions. It's a club that spreads awareness on drugs or drinking and driving. So I helped lead that. It feels good to be a leader, to know that people look up to you. You're doing the right thing.
Congratulations to that outstanding group of honorees in leadership. And thank you to Alex for introducing us to how our fellow countrymen and women in Puerto Rico are advocating for people with bleeding disorders.
And now, to help present this year's recipients of the Adam Lynch Memorial Scholarship, please welcome to the stage Believe Limited's very own Amy Board.
Thank you, random voice of God announcer. My throat was getting a little tired anyway.
Totes.
Amy Board, you're here in the flesh, you live.
Hello, Patrick, hello, everybody. You know, we've worked together all year, but I think this is the first time that we've actually worked together all year.
You know, it's true, but I have to say, you haven't changed a bit.
Why, thank you, same. Except you had a baby.
True, I did.
Yes, and surely we've got, 14 more years before Vivian is on stage here to collect her first Teen Impact Award, am I right? Well, somebody already used that joke, didn't they?
And they really did like it the first time.
Yeah, I bet.
Amy, you know, jokes and references to my baby, aside, the thing I love most about the Teen Impact Awards is how perfectly it exemplifies Believe Limited's mission of creating entertainment, such as this outstanding awards program, that creates real change, such as inspiring hundreds, if not thousands of community members to make a difference in the world regardless of a bleeding disorder.
Adam Spencer Lynch was a thoughtful and creative teenager, a clever writer, a loyal friend, and someone who, in spite of having hemophilia, wasn't afraid to go his own way or to stand up for what he believed in.
Adam's life and untimely passing first inspired Believe Limited's Entertainment to Create Change mission, and last year the Teen Impact Awards introduced the Adam Lynch Memorial Scholarship to support young creative community members who, like Adam, sought to make the world a better place and to pay a long-lasting and fitting tribute to my younger brother.
In memory of Adam, for the second year in a row, the Teen Impact Awards are proud to present 3 $1,000 scholarships to high school seniors in the bleeding disorder community who are college or trade school bound in the fall.
In addition to being 2021 Teen Impact Award honorees, scholarship applicants had to demonstrate outside-the-box thinking, creative follow-through, and an undeniable passion for making the world a better place.
It is now our honor to present the 2021 Adam Lynch Memorial Scholarship recipients. Daniel Booten from North Andover, Massachusetts, Farah Pavri from Allendale, New Jersey, and Emma Riddell from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Congratulations to Daniel, Farah, and Emma.
Congratulations to the 2021 Adam Lynch Memorial Scholarship recipients. The Teen Impact Awards and Believe Limited are proud of you. I'm proud of you. Amy's proud of you. I can speak for her. And I know my brother would be too. Please continue to do that which lights you up and makes the world a better place in some small way or another.
We hope these scholarships assist you on your academic journey. And hey, speaking of academic journeys, presenting our honorees in the final category of the evening, academics, is 2020 Teen Impact Awardee and Adam Lynch Scholarship recipient, Nathan Remillion.
Thank you, Patrick and Amy. Congratulations to this year's scholarship recipients and to all the 2021 Teen Impact honorees. Receiving the Adam Lynch Scholarship played a role in allowing me to continue my education by attending Chapman University, where I study biology, and I just finished my freshman year. Recently, I spoke to the Transportation Security Administration, or TSA, about hemophilia and the traveling needs of the bleeding disorders community. And a video of the presentation will even be sent to airports across the country for training purposes. And now, I am honored to present this year's recipients for academics.
From Rayco Park, New York, Isabella Cedeno. When Isabella was struggling with her schoolwork, she didn't let her disappointing grades get her down. She put in the extra effort to push past the hurdles in her way and make it all the way up to the honor roll last semester. Great job, Isabella.
Hello, my name is Evan Cedeno. I'm 15 years old. I live in New York City, and I have severe hemophilia A. In school, I've tried to focus on my academics, especially this year because I've just started high school. I'm also a tutor. I am also in some clubs. I'm in the robotics club. Next year, I will be vice president of the club. I hope to help more in the robotics community. We have the ability to help others succeed, and we all have goals that we want to achieve. I also think that by sharing our stories with others and communicating, we can help others solve their problems in life and push them forward.
Hi, I'm Milo. I am 13. I'm from New York, Queens. I have hemophilia A with inhibitors. All of my life, I've tried to be as positive and as optimistic as I can with grades, and I feel like that's how you excel with them. The fact that I'm being recognized for that is really important to me. And so I'm so grateful and lucky to have so many people, especially in the bleeding disorder community, who really understand what I go through. And that really is what encourages me to get up out of bed and do all the things that I try to do.
My name is Elizabeth Hunter. I am 18 years old and I'm from New Rochelle, New York. I am a carrier of hemophilia A. My sisters are also carriers and my dad does have severe hemophilia A. I am a part of the National Honor Society, the New York Science Honor Society, and the Spanish Honor Society. I am a council member of our mission outreach community. We hold an annual Box City event where we sit outside in the night in December in solidarity with the homeless for a night. We raise money, and we also do breakfast runs in New York City where we have hot breakfast and meals that people can take. I think having a school and real life balance is really important. Sometimes you get caught up in just focusing on academics, and you also need that real life aspect. And I think it makes you a more well-rounded person to understand how other people are living and how you can become more compassionate and understanding of everyone's circumstances throughout the world.
Hi, my name is Haley Sloniker. I'm 15 years old. I live in Lancaster, California, and I have mild hemophilia A. Since we've been virtual, I've been studying a lot more and doing a lot more in my classes. At the second semester of last year was when we shifted into virtual, and we had no meetings with our teachers. It was just our teachers assigning projects and stuff. It's been kind of hard because you kind of don't have that connection with people anymore when you're just meeting them in person. I've emailed my teachers a lot this year asking about assignments, or just find friends in the class too. That really helps, that you can message and be like, hey, I'm kind of confused on this assignment, can you help me with it? Because that's really helped me a lot, my friends and I, where if we get confused, we go to each other and they help us and we help each other. We are all trying to make the best of it, and I think it's been a really good school year for me.
From Southfield, Michigan, Miles Stevens. Miles is the president of Game Changers, a mentoring program at his school where he gets to mentor students in the 1st to 3rd grade who are having problems at home. Miles even takes on extra kids through the program, and when the students at his school only spend 1 day a week with their mentees, Miles spends at least 2, often staying extra time to make sure the kids are getting their schoolwork done and are feeling supported. Way to go, Miles. From Southborough, Massachusetts, Charles Tang. Charles founded a free tutoring program that is having massive impact on his community. Through the program, Charles has tutored over 200 students and is now in charge of over 100 volunteer tutors. While devoting hundreds of hours to his program, Charles has learned valuable leadership skills, managerial skills, and financial skills to keep his company running smoothly. Truly amazing, Charles.
Congratulations to all the impactful young people honored here tonight. What does it mean to make an impact? Is it hard? Is it scary? Does it take a long time? The answer is yes, and no, and maybe, and sometimes. Making an impact can mean many things, but no matter how big or small, how celebrated or unnoticed it may go, when you make an impact, you change the world. It's not always easy, especially with something like a bleeding disorder in the mix, but believe me, you are capable. You are extraordinary, and you are only just getting started. Congratulations, and thank you to everyone who joined us for tonight's program. TeenImpactAwards.com is where you can go to learn more about the program, the scholarship, and Believe Limited's work in bleeding disorders. Thank you all for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your virtual BDC experience, and we will be back next year live and in person for the 8th Annual Teen Impact Awards. Good night, everybody.